The snake plant became very popular in the 1930s as a hardy houseplant. If you're thinking of growing it at home, do not miss this video from the Daily Eco where we explain everything you need to know about its care. Ideal location and climate. No special place is required for this plant. This plant does not need much light and can easily grow in the shade, but if it gets a few hours of direct sunlight per day, it will grow stronger and faster. Since it's a warm weather plant, keeping it indoors is a good option to keep it warm in colder climates. It is a light-loving plant, so it should be in a bright location, but it is best to avoid direct light rays. Snake plants need drainage holes in their pots, and you should replace them once a year when they grow too big. On the other hand, it has no problem with high temperatures and tolerates drought well. However, it does not tolerate cold or excessive humidity. Unlike many other plants, it is more than happy if you place it near a radiator at home. And if possible, try to avoid drafts. The ideal temperature for this plant is between 16 and 30 degrees Celsius. But it is sensitive to temperatures below 14 degrees. Because of this, it can tolerate summer well, but should not be kept too cold during winter. Irrigation of the snake plant. The most important thing is not to water it too much to avoid the appearance of fungus. When watering the snake plant, make sure you don't overdo it. Too little water will cause the leaves to drop off and the plant to dry up, but it will recover once you provide it with water. However, if you water it too much, the plant will become weaker and run the risk of being attacked by fungus, which can prove fatal. Wait until the substrate is dry in the first few inches of depth before watering again, especially in the cold months. Watering once a month in winter and autumn and every 2 weeks in spring is sufficient. Before we continue, let us put you to the test. How many species of Dracaena trifasciata are there? A. Between 40 and 50, B. Between 50 and 60, C. Between 60 and 70. Think about it carefully because at the end of the video you can check if you were right. Recommended substrate and fertilizer. It is best to use a light and porous substrate that provides good drainage. The snake plant needs light and porous soil or substrate with the best possible drainage. If you prepare a mixture of coconut fiber and earthworm humus in equal pots, you will get a very nutrient-rich and very light soil. Add a good handful of perlite and vermiculite and you will also get an excellent water holding capacity. Add a little more earth humus or organic fertilizer at the beginning of the hot season. If you do it this way, all you have to worry about is adding a little bit more of organic fertilizer when the hot months start. If you buy ready-made fertilizer, use one for green plants or cacti. Replace the first 3 inches of substrate with new, nutrient-rich mixture if the plant is not large enough to be transplanted. Pot and fertilizer. When we put the snake plant in a pot, we must consider the length of the leaves and add more soil to support them well, because the plant needs a pot with good support and drainage. They also do not need much fertilizer, although it's okay to use a cactus fertilizer once a month, which will make them grow stronger and faster. If you notice that the leaves are falling off, you should prune them. You don't need to straighten them, just remove them and clean them from dirt. And going back to the question we asked you earlier, have you thought it through? The correct answer is C. SANSEVIERIA includes about 60 or 70 species. Let us know in the comments if you own a snake plant or are thinking of getting one. Until next time!